Hey, good morning. So we have a really interesting case. We have a MacBook 2015 that just keeps restarting over and over and over and over again, and a very interesting case on the actual reason why. So stick around. All right, so the customer comes in with a 2015 MacBook Pro. It's an A8 1398 model, and the problem was that it just kind of stopped working. It was rebooting, and then it won't even turn on at all. So obviously, the first thing you think is you're going to go ahead and try to get it to turn on, and you plug it in, and then you hit the power button. You get a green light here which tells you that it's fully charged, then it goes to orange saying it's charging. So when we plug this in and hit the power button, we should see something on the screen about a battery, which is what we see. So we figure, okay, so the battery is dead. So a few videos ago I showed how to turn it on without a battery installed or with a dead battery. So what you do is hold down the power button, just like in the other video, about 8 or 10 seconds. Then you plug in the power, and then wait about 10 more seconds, and then let go. You'll hear the fans, and it will boot. So that was another video. But here's the interesting thing about this. Once this gets going, you see this like you're supposed to, you think all is good, and then it turns off. And then it turns on again. And then it turns off. It's in a never-ending boot loop. So this is a very interesting case. So what I did was, first thing I did was I went ahead and got rid of the motherboard for them, because they actually had a ripped fan connector, but that was just kind of the thing to do regardless. First thing you would think as a technician, that you've got a problem with the motherboard, something heating up, a short, could be a million different things. So I bought this on eBay, this board, and it came with 3 boards. It came with this little board right here, which is your basically your power jack, attached to the main board, and then attached to this board over here, which is HDMI card reader USB. So essentially, the entire computer was replaced, and the exact same thing happened. Matter of fact, this is actually the replacement board. Okay, so I was thinking, what could it be? I looked it up online, and it said that it possibly could be where the keyboard is corroded. So I unplugged the keyboard, same problem. I unplugged the touchpad, same problem. I unplugged the battery, same problem. I unplugged this right here. That's the video connector. And watch. I'm going to actually do that in real time. So unplug the video. And then hold down 10 seconds. And then plug this in. Wait a few seconds. And then let go. And you'll see the fan turn, which it's doing. You'll hear it. And then you'll hear that chime, usually. But then it would start over again. But it's not. It's not stopping. It's on. Of course, the display is not hooked up, but this computer is working. What's the deal? Why is it that it only works with the screen unplugged? Okay, so then we plug this back in. Hold it for about 8 or 9 seconds, 10 seconds. Plug this in. Keep holding the power button. Count to about 8 seconds, and then let go. Hear the fans coming on. You'll see it on the screen. And then it'll start over again, just like that. Okay, so what is the deal? Why is it that we're having it restart unless we unplug the screen? Why is that? I won't really go into too much detail, but believe it or not, it's the battery. Believe it or not, it's the battery. Makes no sense from a technician point of view. Why is it that the battery doesn't work or the battery has an issue? So you can only turn it on using that method, and then when you do turn it on, it reboots constantly over and over again. But it doesn't do it if the screen's attached. It makes no sense. Well, if you flash back to 2015, that's when Apple was making all sorts of strides in the right to repair, or fighting the right to repair, where they would make everything proprietary. They made a special hard drive that had a special connector that was only Apple, and then they would sue anybody that tried to create, a company that tried to create, market, or sell an adapter for that. It only wanted it to work here. It's just stupid. Apple is. They're getting better. Anyway, so here's the fix. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug the trackpad cable, get it out of the way. I'm going to unplug the battery, okay? And the battery I'm just going to kind of push backwards like that. Get that circuit board out of the way. I had a parts machine that is the same battery, same exact one. It's actually by iFixit. Actually, I'm going to put this touchpad back on. So if you have a computer about this old, a MacBook about this age, and you're getting a situation where it's over and over again just restarting like it was a moment ago, it's not the screen, it's not the motherboard, it's the battery. Just crazy. Okay, so now I'm going to hold the battery right there, plug it in. Now watch this. Hit the power button. We may see that battery thing, but then it'll turn right on, just like it's supposed to. Look at that. So, this is the problem. It makes no sense, but if you have one around this age, 2015, or this model A1398, I don't know if this goes back to the age of like the 2013 models, things like that. But if you have one like this and you are going to purchase a $250 motherboard, I wouldn't know that I would do that. I would replace the battery, or at least I would try that first. If it matches everything I just said and it like turns on with the screen unplugged, then there you go. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any more suggestions for videos, feel free, and do like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark in late August. I really would hoping to get there, and working on the website, and also I will be taking in mail-in repairs through the website shortly, and we'll go from there. All right, so you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching, and do like and please subscribe. Appreciate that. Take care.